Yep, here we are, guys. So let's go. So here is this stream. We are going to solve the coding challenges in Hackerrank, and we will be using Python language. Just let me do a tweet about the stream. So people can start coming. Alright, so here we are. So in that channel I've already recorded solving those 30 days of code challenge, and we've solved about 3 videos in or 3 challenges in the interview preparation kit, and about 14 in the problem solving. So today we will be cracking some problem solving challenges. So let us uncheck this. So let's see. We've solved all of this. You can check them in the channel. We are at this one. I haven't recorded this one, so it's kind of as far as I can remember. So let's see. Check quick thing. Alright, so let's see what we've got. So we've got here birthday chocolate challenge, and we have Lily has a chocolate bar that she wants to share with Ron for his birthday. Each of the squares has an integer, and on it she decides to share a contiguous, I don't know how to pronounce, segment of the bar selected such that the length of the segment matches the Ron's birth month and the sum of the integers. So the length of the segment matches Ron's birth month, and the sum of the integers on the squares is equal to his birthday. You must determine how many ways she can divide the chocolate. So we'll be giving something like this. This is a chocolate bar. So if his month is 2 and the day is 3, so the 3rd of February, the length would be like 2 chocolates, and if we sum the integers in the chocolate bars or the chocolate pieces, it would be 3, which is the day. And we want to find how many ways we can get this result. In this example, for example, in this sample, we got 2 ways, or is it not this one? We got 2 ways because the sum of this gives us what we want, which is the length of 2, the sum of 3. This also gives us the sum of 2, the sum of those numbers gives us 3, and the length is 2, so 2 numbers gives us 3. So what we want basically is find how many numbers. So we want to find how many 2 numbers gives us 3, or how many, for example here, how many 2 numbers gives us 3. Here is 0. And in this example, how many 1 numbers gives us 4. Here it would be 1. So how many bar chocolates? So this would be how many bar chocolates gives us. How many bar chocolates gives us the month? Yeah. something like that. So shall we start, or I don't know, let's try to crack it down first. If I couldn't, I'll try to draw some visualization, but let's see. So we got, what is S? S should be the chocolate. Okay, let me fix the chair. So S would be the chocolate bar, D would be the day, M would be the month. Makes sense. So what we want to check is that, now in this case 3 is the day, 2 is the month, and we want so the amount of numbers matches the month, and the sum is the days. Okay, so let's see, let me write some notes here. So month equals 2, day equals 3, so the 3rd of February. Return 2 if chocolate equals to 1 or 1 to 1. There's the remaining of it, 3 to, okay, 2 1 2 3 2. Let me turn on the full screen. Okay, so here we got 2. So first thing we want is for chocolate and S, which is the chocolate bar. Let's print the chocolate to see what we are getting first. Yo, what's up, man? Sequence equation? Okay, I just read your comment. So, okay, can you send me the URL? Como sai? Alright, let's see. So we've got here the chocolate bar. I should keep an eye on the chat. Anyway, alright, so we were here. We got the chocolate bar. What I want to find is if there's 2 chocolate bars in a row. So let's see. So yeah, okay, I'll be waiting for the URL. Right, so in the birthday, first thing we want to check is where we are. Oh my god, got lost. Right, so we want to check if a chunk, okay, so let's say first, second, then, so we want to move like in the length. We want to check in the length of the months. Okay, so for example, we want to get the first. So let me show you. If let's say this is the list, which is 1 2 1 3 2. So we want to check those first and then sum them up. Okay, because so we'll check if the month is 2, we'll check the first 2, then we will sum them up. If it equals the day, then this is away, then we'll check those. If their sum is 3, which is the day, then we will count that. Then we will sum those up. If the sum is 3, in this case is not, so we will not sum it, we will not add it. So first thing we want is counter. So let's say ways counter and make it 0, and then for chocolate and string, I want it to be like looping by 2. So I would do, what I do is for I in the range of the length of S instead of the looping through the list, and then so this would be, let's call it bar just to make it easier for us. Then the length of S let me check Google, see. Like, that's the life of software developer. How to loop by 2 steps in Python list. So okay, as you can see here, I don't want exactly 2s, but let's say the way. And the stream is suffering. The data is dropping sometimes. So I want to loop through Python list and process 2 list items. Perfect. So here we will loop from this, from 1, let's say, from 1. Let's go from 1, and we want to loop by the length, or by month, basically. So now if we print bar, I'm not sure, would this give us, let's see. Alright, I'll try to look it up. Sequence equation. Hackerrank. Alright, I got it. Yes, okay, I found it. I'll solve it next. Okay, so what we've got here is 1 and 3. We started, okay. Range procedures. I'm sure there's a better way we can get this. Alright. For bar and range of length. Alright, so ways. So this is the ways counter we have as 0, and then for bar in the range of, maybe we can do something like cursor. This makes it 0. Then right, then we can make like check from the cursor up to the month. So for example, it would be S, then we get from cursor to month. This should give us two numbers, because month would be 2 and we start at 0. Expected output, debug. Okay, we got 1 and 2, which is the first 2 numbers. Then what we want to do is, or wait. What if we have like the first, like cursor at the left, cursor at the right, and then we increase those by the amount of month, or by month. So if month is 2, we increase those by 2, and so on. Let me think about it. So cursor equals, it's been 17 minutes, dude. Time flies by. Okay, so cursor, then for I, the range of the length of S. Oh, got it. Okay, so for I in the range of length of S, you get S and cursor up to cursor plus month. So this should give us Is this the solution for this challenge? Count equals 0 for I in the range of 0 to n. Total equals sum S. Let me see. Okay, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, because we are not looping, we're getting the same name. Okay, let me see your solution. Copy it, paste it. It needs some indentation fixes because I'm copying it from the comment section. Okay, from the chat. So we got this, then this, then this. So what you basically did is, for the range of from 0 to n, what's n? This should be I. Let's run it like that. But this should cause an error because what's n is not identified. I like the idea, but this can't seem to be working. So okay, if total equals d, total which would sum the I and I, m plus I, or maybe it should be the opposite, I plus m. It's same, it gives the same result, but anyway. So for I in the range of 0 up to n, what's n? N is not identified. It's not defined, sorry. Oh. Alright, let me think about it. Maybe for the range of the length of s plus m. Zero logic. I'm using zero logic basically. A plain trial and error. Alright, so how did this work? Okay, let's see. So for I in the range of 0 length plus month, total equals the sum of s, then I from s up to I and I plus m, which should work. N is given in main. Is it passed? But it's not passed to the, okay. Let me minimize this. Yeah, it's here. But they didn't pass it to the birthday function. How on earth is it accessible? N is the amount of lists. So you're checking if so we are looping through the length of the list. Yeah, that makes sense. So it's basically the same. I love it. Neat. It's like theoretically it should work, but I don't know why it's causing some error here. Okay, I see the error. The return method should be here. My bad, man. My bad. Alright, we got it. Thanks, mate. Okay, let's jump into the next, the solution you suggested. I've got the URL over here. Alright, so we have the sequence equation. Given a sequence of n integers p1, p2, up to pn, where each element is distinct and satisfies that it's bigger or equals p function x and less or equals n for each x or r. So input format, let's jump to the input format. The first line contains an integer n, the number of elements in the sequence. The second line contains a list, basically space separated integers is a list, and the output format is for each x from 1 to n, print an integer denoting any valid y satisfying the equation ppr equals x on a new line. Sample input, we got 2, 3, and 1. Sample output 2, 3, and 1. Given the values of p1 equals 2, p2 equals 3, and p3 equals 1, we calculate and print the following values for each x from 1 to n. X equals 1 equals triple equals p3, so we print the value of y on a new line. So we print the value. So this has to do with recursion. So let me understand what's going on over here. Copy this. sequence of parts that the difference between the consecutive terms is constant. Difference here means the second minus the first. For instance, the sequence 5, 7, 9, 11, 13 is arithmetic. Oh, so here it prints 1, then 3, then 5, then 4, then what? I haven't got it. Let's see. Complete the permutation equation function is that the approach should return an array of integers that represent the values of y. I have a feeling that this needs a recursion, like calling the method recursively. Each element is distinct and satisfies equals the value of 5. Let's assume the sequence 5, 2, 1, 3, and 4. Each value of z between 1 and 5. The length of the sequence is analyzed as follows. X equals 1. Why did it start with 1? Equals P3, P4 equals 3. So P4 equals 1. An array of integers. Permutation equation has the following parameters. Complete the permutation equation. Let's read this article. So I don't know. Well, this one. This arithmetic sequence is a sequence in which the difference between each consecutive term is constant. An arithmetic sequence can be defined by an explicit formula in which d minus 1 multiplied by c, where d is the common difference between consecutive terms. Let's see, so not much information. Writing formula from a sequence. This is not a sequence equation. A given sequence of n integers p equals 1, p1, p2 up to where each element is distinct and satisfies that it's less, that it's bigger than equals 1 and less than equals n. for each x where x is bigger or equals 1 but less than equals n. Find an integer y such that p y equals x and print the value of y in a new line. That's a hell of a question. Complete the permutation. Let's get our hands dirty. So let's see. For I in P, let's print I. That's the first thing. First thing we do with every challenge. So track back, trace back. Object is not what? Then what's P? It's a list, so what's wrong? Print P. You're out. What? 2, 3, and 1. Interesting. Four. So it got the same numbers. It just reordered them in a way. So I started 1, 3, then 5, then 4, then 2. Of P equals 2, P1 equals 2, P2 equals 3, P3 equals 1. We calculate and print the following values for each x from 1 to n. X equals 1 equals P. What's this triple equal? Where is it? Strict equality between two values, both the type and the value you are. No, in JavaScript, I know what's it. JavaScript, I mean mathematically. To find the symbol on the left hand side of the equation to contrast them with. So I stand that the story sign is identical to find the equal to and just intuitively I assume that the triple equal sign is tracked through means is not identical to or different. Okay, yep. Sorry, man. I muted. Okay, it got muted. Anyway, things happens. Okay, let me fix this. Is it working now? Is it working now? I suppose, yeah. I accidentally muted the mic, so I'm not sure it did get muted, but anyway. So what we were talking about is, yeah, it could be clean, and that, yeah, that here how it works is basically we'll start at 1 because of the loop. We're starting at 1, so we'll get the index of 1 in our list, which is 231. Its index would be 2, so we'll get 2 here, then we'll increase it by 1, so we'll get 3. So this would give us 3. Then we will index the 3 in the P list. Alright, so in the P, that we'll index the 2. We'll index, wait, let me write it in a cleaner way. So P1 would be P.index I plus 1. Then P2 equals P.index P1. Then we increase that by 1. And we pass that. Run the code. And it's working perfectly fine. Yeah, which one can you? So I hope this helps, you know. Which URL? Which URL? You mean above and here, like the implementation? I mean, we've solved some of those. I'm sure you're a subscriber, right? Because I've seen you somewhere. We've solved those in the channel. Let's check this COVID-19 volunteer project. So, yep. My uploading speed is not consistent. That's why the stream keeps buffering. But it was awesome having you in the stream, man. I mean, we are almost out of time, so we'll be ending very soon. So if you would send me anything to check it out before we close. So volunteer for COVID-19 projects, we help people find the resources they need. Test kits. So what they exactly want. Medical. Helpful resources for your project. API around Corona solutions. There's a good chunk of years and I love it. 205 over here, 101 over here, 99 volunteers over here. Remote detection of vital signs. That would be awesome. New York crisis mapping. So I think so. Yeah, that's it for this stream. It's been almost an hour since we started, and yeah, I'll try to stream tomorrow. I don't get it. Open and see what do you mean? See what? Breaking the records. And for some reason my internet connection is suffering right now. I can't see a link. Does he mean the challenge? This? I'm confused right now, by the way. Which link? I don't get it. Just open the link. It's been exactly an hour. I really don't get it. Which link are you talking about? So yeah, I've things. So I've gotta go. I have something to do. So yeah, I'll finish the stream right now, and we get back tomorrow, hopefully. So see you guys soon. Peace out.